If you're a frequent PNW Haunts and Homicides listener, you probably already know we're Birdie ambassadors.
We wanted to take a quick moment to tell you a little bit more about this awesome product.
Birdie is the modern personal safety alarm made for women by women.
In a situation where you feel threatened or unsafe, you can simply activate Birdie's loud siren and flashing light to create a diversion.
Birdie is perfect to carry anytime because the device is lightweight and comes in a variety of colors.
So important. Use our ambassador link and coupon code PNW Haunts and Homicides to receive 10% off your purchase. Like our social media handles, the coupon code is all spelled out, no special characters.
You can find the link and promo code in our show notes or PNW Haunts and Homicides link tree.
Have a safe ass day.
Hi, Caitlin.
Hi, Cassie.
Hi, creepy people.
This is PNW Haunts and Homicides.
We are in the Pacific Northwest.
Oh, that's what it stands for?
Yes.
Okay.
We do have something else to talk about, too.
We have a lot of things.
We do. We were recently on our good friend Frederick and Taylor's podcast, Haunts, Graves, and Omens, HGO for short.
Yeah. And it's haunted.
It's so fucking haunted. Like, I think this has come out already. We kind of pre-record, so I'm not sure how far away this will be. It's their episode 15. It's called Third Time's a Charm. That is because we tried recording it 3 separate times. Something didn't want us to talk.
Yeah.
And we're not going to talk about it now because I don't want anything to go wrong with this recording. But let me tell you guys, it was super weird and super creepy. And the reasons that we couldn't record were just bizarre.
Yeah.
But yeah, so go over, listen to that. It's a good episode. We talk about some super creepy stuff. We get creeped out.
I know. And by the third time, we were all
on edge.
Yeah. And very on edge. All right.
Anything else, or should we start? Or should we tell them about the tarot reading at the end?
Probably, because they're going to wonder what the fuck it is that we're doing. Yeah.
So me and Caitlin had a conversation about our tarot readings, and we just kind of thought that we should just cut them out. And no, I'm just kidding. Totally kidding.
Our downloads just plummet.
Bye.
Bye, bitch.
We're going to actually try doing them at the end of the episodes instead of at the beginning, because we just felt like we would do the tarot reading, we would read and go through all the descriptions, and then again would have to kind of reread all of the things that we had already read. So it would make my life a little easier editing. I think flow might go a little better.
Yeah.
And then you guys can give us your input if you're liking it, if you're disliking it, you can let us know. I mean, if you don't like it and we decide that we still want to do it, we're going to do it. But you can definitely let us know.
I don't know. It depends on how many votes we have in the nay
I
column,
guess that's true.
But no, I think that with the
you turned when you were talking.
Yeah, no, I know. I can't control my head.
I know.
Maybe I should just wear like one of those
like a cone?
Like the headgear.
Do you have a dog cone?
I'll just still turn my head. And then I'll just like hit the microphone with the cone.
Caitlin, stop licking your ass.
Oh my God. So I'm completely untrainable. I really want to turn away from the mic and not in any specific direction, just away from it.
Yeah. Well, you like to look at whatever you're talking to or talking about. So you were just turning to look at the book.
Yeah.
Because you were talking about the book and the tarot. So
I couldn't possibly discuss the book without giving it eye contact, apparently. The inanimate object would be offended.
I think it might help. I don't know, the brain, like the train of thought in your brain if you're looking at the thing you're talking about.
1,000 million bajillion percent. But anyways, so the whole point is to say that since we got the book, we do have some longer interpretations. There are some special extras that can add on to what's already standardly part of the card and the interpretations and everything. And so as we kind of share some of those things, then when we go to reflect on them after the episode, it feels like it's not even the repetition so much, but it just feels like it would be more beneficial to go through everything once both of us are on the same page with the case. I think that's kind of where my head went.
Yeah.
I didn't hear that.
I heard it. Yeah. It's okay. They can deal with it. It was an accident.
You guys just know that every time you hear like a weird noise, it's probably Molly snoring. I can't see her, so I don't even know if I can talk about her. I can't look at her. It might be my upstairs neighbor. Could be the ghost. It might be me just ADHD and all over the place because I'll be honest, it happens a lot. Cassie can vouch for that as our lovely editor. So.
I'll try to keep her on track, you guys.
Good luck.
I also think it'll help like my personal brain if we, I don't know, like go through, because a lot of the times I'll like re-listen while I'm editing, and then we'll get to the tarot reading at the end and I'm like, oh, this totally relates, but I didn't see it at the time. So like hopefully, I don't know, hopefully that will help too.
Yeah. I think it just makes sense for us to be on an even playing field as far as like, okay, now we all know the details of the case. Now let's really look at the tarot. And I think ultimately it'll probably end up giving us some better readings.
I hope so. Yeah. And like both of our energies will be focused on the case topic.
Yeah.
And it'll just make our powers stronger when they're combined.
Our powers combined.
Yeah, exactly. We're pretty powerful when we're combined if we listen to that last tarot reading in the episode before this.
Yeah, I definitely think that the energy has been good. And if this at all helps improve upon it, I mean, wow. Yeah. Look out. Watch out.
All right. Good. So, since we're not doing a tarot reading, let's get the fuck into it.
Okay.
What do you think we're talking about today, everybody?
I mean, I already know. I was like, are you asking me?
No, I'm asking them. Answer me now. So we're celebrating a holiday this week, St. Patrick's Day. I'm celebrating right now with a Guinness.
You are.
A nice Guinness from a can.
Yeah.
With the pretty nitro.
Yeah. It is really pretty. When you poured that, it was an experience.
It's gorgeous. And we're going to do some Irish car bombs later. It's a bit too early to do them now, but we're going to do them after.
We debated. We're like,
we did.
Isn't it always 5 o'clock somewhere?
That's the logic. But
yeah. I mean, and we are still, I have a glass of rosé here, but we'll wait to pull out the hard stuff.
Yeah.
Chug.
I think we're going to do some fun videos and TikToks with that. Yeah. So be prepared for that.
Taking and talking.
I also made Caitlin a really cute little pot of gold.
I know. She's so cute.
And we'll post a picture of it. Well, you guys might have already seen it by now, but
yeah. Oh, yeah.
If we do it with the tarot card.
Yeah. Cute.
It's cute.
I love it.
Because she's a little leprechaun.
Basically.
All right, so leprechauns. Do you know anything about leprechauns?
Probably not.
What's the one thing about leprechauns that you know?
That I get mistaken for one. And now I have a pot of gold, so it's only going to get worse.
I think you should carry it around.
Yeah.
Well, leprechauns are thought to be a cross between two Irish mythical beings.
Oh.
The Lucarpan, meaning small body. Right?
Okay.
Obviously.
Feeling attacked, but...
The earliest mentions of the Lucarpan are being cunning water sprites who grant wishes.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Is that why I love spending time in the pool?
Maybe.
Or down at the lake?
Maybe. You do
drawn
grant
to
all my
it.
wishes.
Yeah.
So they're a cross between that and the Clurahan, a drunken prankster house fairy.
Okay, yeah. I mean...
So this is starting to sound like the leprechauns that you know.
Yeah.
So it's basically a mix between those two things.
Yeah.
And I'm going to read a quote from livescience.com.
Okay.
Yeah. Leprechauns are a type of fairy, though it's important to note that the fairies of Irish folklore were not cute Disney-fied pixies. They could be lustful, nasty, capricious creatures whose magic might delight you one day and kill you the next if you displeased them.
Yeah, that makes sense. So I think we've diagnosed me. I am 100% that leprechaun.
We need that on a shirt.
Right?
I'm going to make one for you.
Seriously. Are you reading my horoscope or something about leprechauns? I'm confused.
It's really hard to tell. So today, leprechauns
Leprechauns.
Leprechauns are depicted as small, older, bearded men. Usually redheads is what I always see them as, you know?
Okay. So, I mean, not like 100% me.
Yeah,
but...
exactly. You're not an older bearded man. I can confirm.
Okay. Thank you.
It's actually interesting though, because you're a female. So we'll get into that later. They wear green suits, green top hats, decorated in 4-leaf clovers, and buckled shoes. And I cannot speak. It must be the Guinness.
I guess.
Buckled shoes is what I meant to say. They're usually guarding pots of gold at the end of rainbows. Not me Lucky Charms.
Yeah.
But in the very first written descriptions of leprechauns, they were shoemakers who wore leather aprons and preferred to wear the color red.
Okay.
Yeah. You are wearing red right now.
Okay, this is awkward.
It's awkward because she's actually wearing red, but we're supposed to be wearing green.
Yeah. What can I say? The heart wants what it wants.
It kind of shows like true leprechaun.
Yeah.
She wants to wear red.
So weird.
They usually wear pointed or cocked hats, which I had to look up what a cocked hat was, because I was just thinking like a crooked hat, but that's not what it means. So a cocked hat is a hat with a wide brim pinned up to the crown on 2 or 3 sides. Oh. So it's either kind of like taco shaped or like tortilla chip, like triangle shaped.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we can buy me one, like if we find them on Etsy.
This is the true leprechaun hat.
Yeah.
In some legends, you can catch a leprechaun and it will grant you a wish. In others, the point of the capture is to threaten to enact violence upon the leprechaun to get him to show you where his precious gold is hidden.
Okay, yeah, I've heard that.
Which I think that's super fucking rude.
Yeah.
Like, just leave them alone.
Yeah, that's basically robbery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to kill you if you don't show me where your gold... Like, that's messed up.
Yeah. And when you use a weapon, you know, they slap additional charges on you.
Oh, God. You're going to go to leprechaun court.
Leprechaun court, yeah.
Leave the leprechauns alone.
Leave them alone, please.
Thankfully for them, though, they are very tricksy. They're very clever. They can make you think you've won, and then you realize, like, oh, shit, this little fucker, like, outsmarted me.
Yeah, I get that.
Either that or they trick you into looking away, and then they can vanish.
Oh, my gosh. You guys don't look away. Keep your eye on that one.
Where'd Caitlin go?
You're just looking up. I'm not that tall.
Oh. Leprechauns are described as living solitary in remote locations with no evidence of any females.
Huh.
Which is kind of sad for the leprechauns, I guess.
I mean, I guess it tracks that they might be a little bit ornery.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, you live alone. You don't have a companion.
You're very stingy with your gold. You may hear the tapping of their little hammers busily working on shoes.
Aw.
And that's typically, I guess, how you like find a leprechaun is you listen for tapping into like little hills and stuff. You got to put your ear down on them and listen for tapping.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
So that's basically the kind of the leprechauns as we know them today, and then as they were described throughout history. And I really don't know how they kind of evolved into what they are today.
Yeah, I feel like they're much more whimsical.
Yeah.
But I think that's kind of similar to how a lot of the fairy tales, you know, if you go back to the stories in the Book of Grimm, is that the right?
I think so.
Yeah. All of those like traditional fairy tales versus the Disney portrayal.
Exactly.
I think that's what we're dealing with here.
Disney-fied. I liked that when
we
they
just like
used that
dumb it
term.
down.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's less scary.
Yeah, it is. And
Yeah.
I guess leprechauns are kind of scary if you think about it.
Yeah. Well, have you seen the movie Leprechaun?
I have not.
Yeah, I haven't either. I don't think I'm not going to.
It's probably funny. I'm thinking it's like a funny, scary movie.
I think it's old enough that all of the special effects are probably cheesy, but
I need to watch that. I don't know why I never have. It just hadn't been on my list of things to watch, I guess.
Yeah. Maybe you can watch it on St. Patty's Day.
Maybe, yeah. That'll be fun. I'll tell you how it is.
Okay.
Also, there's a super cute, like, old story from an Irish fairy book I'm going to link for you guys. It's really cute, I think. I didn't want to, like, summarize it or read from it because it's kind of long, but I think it's worth a read. It's super cute. So I'll link that for everybody.
That's fun.
Did you know, Caitlin, that there's actually a leprechaun colony in downtown Portland, Oregon?
I didn't. I'm not sure why I haven't received an invitation.
Why am I not invited to the party?
You guys, call. This is so rude.
It is the one and only leprechaun colony west of Ireland.
What?
Yeah. It's located in the world's smallest park called Mill Inns Park, located at the median of Southwest NATO Parkway and Taylor Street.
Shut up. Are you kidding me?
No, not kidding.
I have the worst luck every time I'm in that stretch of downtown.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
What happens?
I've had a flat tire. I've had a serious car accident.
Oh, no.
And I've had my car broken into near there.
Oh,
I mean, we're talking about blocks, like this same area.
Wow. It's the leprechauns, man.
I guess.
I might have some more information about that at the very end.
Oh my God.
This is so weird. This is funny. Okay.
I'm not kidding. All of this like really bad stuff has happened to me in that stretch.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think the argument could be made that maybe it's not a leprechaun, but you know, I want to go with leprechauns.
Well, I'll give you the information at the end and you can decide.
We can make an assessment, an informed decision. Okay.
So this park is just 2 feet wide.
So I literally can't lay down in this park.
You can't. No, unfortunately.
Like in the fetal position, maybe.
You might ruin it if you not like like you might squash the bushes and trees.
So cute.
I'm going to give you a little bit of background horror info about this park. I forgot that I put horror in there and I was like, why is horror in there? What am I talking about?
¿Por qué?
The whimsical story all begins in 1946 with a World War II veteran named Dick Fagan. We love our dicks around here. Oh, goodness. I had to go there. He was a journalist that wrote a beloved column called Mill Inns for the Oregon Journal.
Aw.
Fun fact, millins are irregular, rough pieces of lumber left over at a lumber mill.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So he basically just wrote about like random things that he found interessante, as Caitlin would say.
Cute.
Yeah, I think it's a super cute name for a column. I like it.
We've got another promo roll that we are really excited to share today.
Hey guys, this is the Tipsy Ghost, and we are Sarah, and Lindsay.
We are three best friends with a podcast about true crime, paranormal, and a little bit of everything, including UFOs, conspiracies, and cryptids.
But our favorite thing to do is go to haunted locations and investigate.
Right, 2 of us are believers though, and 1 of us not so much.
I resent that comment. How dare you? I think we do a pretty good job about balancing my skepticism with you guys' hardcoreness.
True. We do gather a lot of evidence, but we also do a lot of debunking, and we try to keep it real for you guys.
You'll always get our honest feedback, but we will tell you guys all about the places, the history, the evidence, and the fun we had.
And we have a lot of fun, you guys. We like to drink, we like to sing, and we like to practice our accents pretty poorly as we discuss places around the world.
So if you like to talk about all things creepy, drink, and laugh your pants off, then come be friends with us.
We release new episodes every Sunday. Come find us at thetipsyghost.com or anywhere that you listen to your podcasts.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
You guys, we're back.
Hi! Well, one day, Fagin was gazing out his office window, daydreaming of Ireland. I totally made that up.
But I mean, who doesn't?
Right. I mean, I'm assuming he had Irish background, so like...
Yeah, the name
obviously,
Fagin
yeah.
kind of bit of a giveaway.
He noticed the new construction was finished on the road, but there was an empty hole of dirt, weeds, and trash in the median.
Aw.
Yeah. This space was meant for a light post, but the post never seemed to have been installed.
Oh.
So he decided to spruce up the place a bit by planting some flowers in the deserted hole.
That is so cute.
Isn't
because
it super cute?
Yeah, it's super quirky. The whole mill end thing, you know, for his little paper and then for the park, like it totally fits.
Yeah.
You know?
Super Portland.
Yeah. Well, and it's like kind of just this, like you were saying, like with his paper, it was like random stuff.
Yeah.
And then this is something where it was like, honestly, it was just kind of quirky. It's just sort of like leftovers.
Yeah.
It's not even how it was intended, but he just made it better.
Like the Millins.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it gets even better than that. So on St. Patrick's Day in 1948, Fagin dedicates his little garden as a park and names it after his column.
Yeah, I think it's very fitting.
Mm-hmm.
It's super cute.
Now, Mr. Dick here does something super fun and creative, and he starts to write about his little park in his column.
Oh, like a little dick trick?
Yeah. He tells a fantastical tale of how the park came to be. It starts by him gazing out the window, noticing a little man digging in the lamppost hole. He runs down and manages to catch the little man, realizing he's a leprechaun. Fagin knew that he had a wish to make.
Oh, yeah.
He wished for his very own park, but he made a grave error. He failed to specify the size of the park that he wished for.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You know, mistakes are made.
Right? Be careful when you're making wishes.
Yeah.
Number 1 rule.
Very
Be specific. Yeah. Apparently, Fagin allowed this leprechaun and his colony to stay in the park, and they made friends.
Aw.
They learned to get along. So, learning the head leprechaun's name, Patrick O'Toole,
Of course.
he continues to write about their shenanigans. Luckily, Fagin was the only one who could see the leprechauns. So he had all of the insider deets on these hard-hitting stories.
Oh, very exclusive.
Mm-hmm. Ain't no one scooping him.
No.
There is one exception to that, though. It is said that when children come with 4-leaf clovers in hand at midnight on St. Patrick's Day, during a full moon, they will be able to see the infamous leprechaun colony.
What?
You have to be a child.
Well, I'm child-sized,
You
okay?
might be able to pass.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, get ready with your 4-leaf clovers because the next full moon on St. Patrick's Day is March 17th, 2041.
Oh. Okay.
So we got a couple years to think about it.
cool.
Now, I don't know if it was the popularity of the stories about his tiny leprechaun park or just poor city planning, but apparently this lamppost was never going to be installed.
Yeah, I'm going to go with probably the poor city plan.
Exactly. That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
So he continues to write about the leprechaun colonies, shenanigans in the park. I keep saying that, but it's so much fun to say.
Shenanigans.
In one of these stories, the head leprechaun, Patrick O'Toole, is pretty PO'd about the 11 o'clock curfew that all parks in the city had.
Yeah, I mean, samesies, I guess. But, like, what are you going to do?
Well, O'Toole threatened the mayor with a curse if they ever tried to kick them from the park after curfew.
Oh.
Yeah.
But can't nobody see them?
Well, apparently you can hear the leprechauns if they're partying too crazy.
Oh, so
yeah.
he's worried that their little leprechaun party is going to draw the attention of the authorities. And
yeah, exactly.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense.
This threat must have struck fear into the mayor, though, because the leprechauns were in fact allowed to occupy the park after curfew.
Okay, well, I feel better now. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. I bet they had some rambunctious parties, too.
They're leprechauns. Of course they did.
So, sadly, Fagin died in 1969. His family honors him by toasting at the park every St. Patrick's Day.
Stop.
Isn't that super freaking
That
sweet?
is so cute.
It's so sweet. And in 1971, the park is named the world's smallest park by the Guinness Book of World Records.
Oh my gosh, that's so
I
cute.
know. And on St. Patrick's Day in 1976, Mill Inns Park is made an official park.
Aw.
Crazy it took so long. Like,
Oh
it's
my
already in
gosh.
the Guinness Book of World Records.
Yeah.
It's obviously an official park. It's kind of funny, though, too, because in 2013, Burntwood, England claimed that Mill Inns Park was not big enough to be an official park. It had no fence or amenities that usually constitute a park. They complained that their smallest park should be the world record holder.
Okay, listen. We have already fled your oppressive rule once, okay? We left so you couldn't be bossing us around like this. And I'm not here for it.
Me neither.
I don't think the leprechauns will stand for it, if I'm being honest. I would watch
Seriously.
your back.
For real. And, you know, to that I say, Burntwood, England, it really sounds like you just need to go to jelly school.
Yeah.
You're sounding a little jealous over there.
Yeah.
You need to calm down.
Butter and jealous.
So Portlandians' response to this was installing a fence and an armed guard, in quotations.
Yes.
Assuming it's kind of like a little armed guard statue at the park.
Yeah.
You can't fucks with Portland's weirdos, man. Like, we fight for our oddities.
Nobody puts us in the corner.
Yeah.
Or takes away our tiny, tiny, tiny park.
No. There have been many different things planted in the park over the years, from small trees to bushes, different types of flowers, including roses, obviously.
Oh.
Even a cactus at one point.
Okay, that's, I mean,
I don't think it lived very long.
yeah, that seems a little weird.
People also leave small items at the park. A small butterfly swimming pool. Small statues of various different things, like, you know, little dinosaur creatures and stuff.
Adorable.
Right? The little butterfly pool had like a diving board.
Stop
Isn't
it.
So cute.
That is too cute.
A small Ferris wheel was even lowered in with a real crane.
No.
And I'm really bummed that I missed that. Like,
oh my god, that's so cute.
that would have been fucking hilarious. Like this little teeny tiny Ferris wheel with this big crane.
Oh my god.
So funny. So I actually visited this little park the other day and they had like Ukraine ribbons and balloons and stuff there. So it really just shows like kind of Portland side. We're super supportive of everybody. We're going to like decorate anything we can, you know?
Yeah.
Even a little tiny park.
I was going to say the thing that comes to mind for me is like that Portland is like a politically conscious city.
Totally.
Yeah.
In 2011, some Occupy demonstrators placed a troop of little green army men with tiny protest signs and tents at the park.
Oh my god. The world's tiniest protest.
So cute. It's so fucking cute. A demonstrator was actually arrested at the park after refusing to leave. Not one of the Green Army men, but like an actual person.
I'm glad you clarified.
So it's like the Occupy thing. Man, they really did every single park in the city, didn't they?
Yeah, apparently.
There's even been several events held at the park. Snail races, bagpipers, even a wedding.
What?
Right? Wouldn't that be like kind of an awkward spot for a wedding though? It's probably just like two people, you know?
Yeah.
They had to temporarily move the park for construction in 2006. It was returned the next year, and they had a big St. Patty's Day celebration, and Dick Fagan's wife actually attended that.
Oh, cute.
I know. The most recent event was a tiny ribbon cutting ceremony using sewing scissors.
Stop it.
That was on February 7th, 2021. And they had to move the park once again due to construction, but this time it was moved just 6 inches to the west. 6 inches!
I mean, I gotta say, like, literally every episode recently. Are you doing that on purpose?
6 inches!
6 inches.
I don't know. I didn't make up the 6 inches. It just happened. Fagan's daughter, Carolyn, did the honors at the ribbon cutting ceremony.
Stop.
Yeah. I told
That
you
is
they're still
so
super
cute.
involved.
Yeah.
With this new location, the park got a very official sign matching those of the other Portland parks. This new sign was also made out of recycled materials. Very Portland.
Yeah.
I'm going to link the article of the ribbon cutting ceremony. There's like photos of it. There's a super cute video. And you can see the original park sign and the little Ferris wheel in the video.
Oh, that's so cute.
They weren't there when I went. I don't know if they removed them or if someone stole them or something, but those weren't there. But the nice new park sign is so cute. It just looks so official. And we'll post pictures of the park and everything.
So cute.
So I think it's very interesting that they've moved this park so many times. People better watch out because they're going to learn very soon what happens when elementals are displaced. Yeah.
Interesting.
So we might have an upcoming episode where we kind of talk about fairies and elementals, and leprechauns are part of that. And they don't like it when they get displaced. So I was kind of thinking that maybe that's why all of the shenanigans happened. Your bad luck is because the leprechauns are pissed. They've been moved so many times.
So they're just like really getting up to some shit.
Yeah, I think so. You know? Okay. Don't move the leprechauns.
Okay.
So we're going to start our tarot reading now for the leprechauns.
For the leprechauns.
See what we get. Caitlin changed her shirt. So she is now wearing green. Her green Guinness shirt.
Yeah. I got it in Ireland.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Did you meet up with your real family when you were there?
I was hoping to.
Man.
No, what's funny about that is we went with my step siblings at the time, and they're like really tall. They're Vikings.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
That's their like
Well, this card just pooped out of the deck.
Okay.
Everybody saw that on Patreon. So I think we might just go with that one.
Yeah.
It's feeling good. It
so
is
funny. The Hanged Man.
Oh my God. I was looking at this card and I was like, why are the words upside down? So it's the Hanged One in reverse, but it's right side up because she's upside down. I feel like the leprechauns are tricking me right now.
Yeah. So this deck calls it the Hanged One, but the actual name of the major arcana card is typically the Hanged Man.
Yeah. I think maybe they were just trying to make it more inclusive.
Yeah. So I think that's interesting.
So right off the bat with this card, the first thing I notice is they're wearing red pants.
Oh my
which
gosh.
is what leprechauns like to wear. And their hair is also red.
That is so funny.
And they're hanging from a tree, like by their feet.
Okay, so you said it was upright?
It was in reverse.
Oh, it's in
but
reverse.
She just looks like.
Oh, right.
Looks
Okay.
like they're hanging upside down on the card.
Okay.
It was very confusing for a moment for my brain.
Okay. So keywords for this card are letting go, surrender, seeing things from a different perspective, like maybe as you hang upside down, and sacrifice. This says the hanged man usually hangs upside down by one leg. Although this doesn't seem to bother him, he appears quite nonchalant. In the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, he's suspended from the branch of a tree, which may represent the tree of life or the world tree. When this card appears in a reading, it can mean surrendering to a situation, letting go of old patterns or attitudes. You're ready to make sacrifices in order to be true to yourself. Something may have turned your world upside down, but now you have an opportunity to see things from a different perspective. Okay, so in reverse, when you're at a crossroads but can't make a decision, you're just swinging in the breeze. To move forward, you must spend time in spiritual development, but you may not be willing to do that. Perhaps you're not paying attention to your real needs, and this is causing frustration. Ask yourself a few questions. Are you sacrificing some part of yourself unnecessarily or refusing to sacrifice what really needs to go? Are you unable to see a matter clearly? Are you hung up on something? Are you being true to yourself? In a reading about money, this card can mean you're clinging to materialistic ideas when you really should work on spiritual development. Oh, interesting. Like clinging to a pot of gold.
Yeah, that's where my mind went too. Pot of gold.
My pot of gold. The Hanged Man reversed warns you could be headed for a loss if you don't willingly let go of the past.
Interesting.
If the reading is about your work, you may feel tied to a job you don't like or that's going nowhere because you're unwilling to make a change. I guess people don't hand make their own shoes anymore.
Yeah. And that's true because like I was reading Why Are All Leprechauns? God,
Leprechauns.
dang it.
I'm not a leprechaun. I'm a leprechaun.
Yeah. Why are all leprechauns shoemakers? Like, what if they
Yeah.
wanted to be a doctor, or a hairstylist, or something else?
Yeah.
Like, that's funny that was brought up because that's one of the articles that someone mentioned.
So funny. They're really pigeonholed.
Yeah.
Okay. It says, or you may lack direction or motivation. Instead of seeking the work that's right for you, you're just hanging out.
They are just hanging out.
They are just hanging out. In a reading about love, you may cling to a relationship you've outgrown instead of making a change. Or you're hung up on someone who doesn't return your affection. Perhaps you're unwilling to sacrifice a habit or behavior for the good of the relationship. Okay, so there's a tiny little extra in this. It says, you are that which you are seeking. Saint Francis of Assisi.
Interesting.
So that's like a Catholic saint.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure.
interesting. Should we look it up?
Yeah, because I'm a bad Catholic, so I don't actually know. But that's funny because we're talking about leprechauns and,
People seeking them out, and you are what you seek, or whatever it said.
Yeah. That is so weird. Well, and here's the thing. They were saying that basically there are no female leprechauns. They're just kind of on their own. While they're like, they're hung up on someone who doesn't return their affection, it says. Perhaps you're unwilling to sacrifice a habit or behavior for the good of the relationship. Maybe Mrs. Leprechaun was like, listen, you're just being too stingy with your gold. All you do is like you're pranking people and just like you're being rude all day long. I'm out.
Yeah.
And now he's sworn off women for good.
That makes total sense. I think this was kind of like the perfect card to get.
Yeah.
What was
so
the
funny.
name of the
Oh,
Catholic
shit.
saint?
Sorry. You don't remember?
No.
No, it was Saint Francis of Assisi, I think, but I'll pull that up for the spelling.
I just want to quickly look into him just in case there's any clues.
Yeah.
It says Francis enjoyed a very rich, easy life growing up because his father's wealth and permissiveness
Yeah, permissiveness.
of the times. I don't know what that means. That's interesting, though, that they're talking about wealth.
Mm-hmm.
He had a lot of gold.
Weird. Yeah, I'm not sure if there's a tie-in other than that,
Yeah.
he's a Catholic saint.
Yeah, that's very interesting, though.
Huh.
Oh, it says he became leader of a crowd of young people who spent their nights in wild parties.
Huh.
I feel like, I don't know if this website I'm just quickly Googling is
Yeah.
100% accurate.
Might not be fully
but
accurate.
That's what I'm seeing in the one that I pulled up. And
Well,
that's super interesting.
Listen, I didn't realize that in your youth, you could just go to wild parties and stuff and then still end up being a saint.
Right?
So there's still hope for me.
We have hope, everybody.
Yeah.
Well, that was cool. I think that was a good card, especially
Yeah.
since, really, how are leprechauns going to tie in
know,
with the
I'm
tarot
not-
cards? But I'm pretty
Yeah.
impressed with that.
I feel like that actually, there were some points in there. I liked it.
And they're wearing red. Come on.
They're wearing red.
And
Can't
have red
make that
hair.
shit up.
There's even a little gold halo around their head. More gold.
Yeah, interesting.
Interesting, too, that they're in a tree because they, live in nature.
Mm-hmm.
It's all relating. And it's pretty
something.
cool. All right. If you guys felt like there was another correlation that we didn't get, definitely let us know.
Mm-hmm.
And happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody, whether you celebrate it or not. It's still fun, I think.
Yeah.
It's a fun holiday.
Yeah, it is. I mean, we're going to celebrate.
We're totally celebrating.
Yeah.
Car bombs.
You'll see.
Let's go. I'm eager. I'm let's go
I
do
know,
car
let's
bombs.
do it. Have a creepy ass day. See you next Tuesday.
Even the leprechauns.
Especially the leprechauns.
Always invited.
Yeah.
I heard they throw really good parties.
Yeah. So, for all of you that are listening, if you have any true crime or paranormal stories that you want us to share, maybe with the whole Pacific Northwest.
Yes, we would love to read them on the pod.
Yes, we will read them out loud.
Not just in our heads.
Yes. They don't have to be from the Pacific Northwest if you would like to share. Email us at pnwhauntsandhomicides@gmail.com. It's all spelled out, no special characters. Super duper easy peasy.
Follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Same thing as the email at pnwhauntsandhomicides, all spelled out, no special characters. Please also rate and review us on whatever platform you're listening to, and check out our stories on social media because our meme game is hot.
Agreed.
And if you agree, like Caitlin, you can also find us on Patreon and support the show.
Bitchin'. Not really in keeping with the
Yeah.
agriculture.
I know.
or
I think-
horticulture.
Horticulture.
Well, neither of us can say
No,
it.
we can't speak. We've
Yeah, it's hard.
established this.
Yeah, we picked a really strange medium.
Yeah. Practice, right? Practice makes perfect. Practice makes something. I don't know if it's perfect.
I mean, we keep doing it.